Hi, I'm Paul Seal from CodeShare.co.uk. Welcome to this 8th video in this series where I show you how to build a website with Umbraco 10. In this episode, we're going to look at the footer and we're going to use Contentment, which is a package for Umbraco. It's a free package. We're going to use that package to use the icon links feature within that package so that we can do the links on our footer here, these social links. We're going to have a look at using that. So let's get started then. So first of all, we need to know what is contentment, where do we find it? So if we go to psw.codeshare.co.uk, we can find it in here. You can also find it on our Umbraco packages and search for contentment. This is the install command that we need, .NET add package, our umbraco.community.contentment. So let's add that to our site. So I've got a terminal already on my clean.site folder. So I'm just going to cancel that and I'm just going to do Control V, .NET add package, our.umbraco.community.contentment. So this is a straight away getting stuck in and using this package. You'll learn about the package and how to use it. This is just one feature that is part of this amazing package, so I'm sure we'll probably use it on other things later on in the series. So that has been installed. So if I do .NET watch run and then go to the back office, give it a second, it's just loading up. So we didn't specify a version, so it's just installed the latest version for us. And we can see that the latest stable version on this, if we tick this, 4.1.2. Okay, so I can log into the back office. And let's have a look. So if we go to settings, we can see that contentment has got its own section down here. You can vote up the package, you can do all that. You can read about the package and you can learn how to turn telemetry on and off and things like that. So what we want to do is we want to create a data type, and this data type is going to hold our social icons, and we can give it a few options of which ones we want. So let's just go into data types, and then we want to create a new one. So do on the three dots of data types, new data type, and I'm going to call this icon links, and then this is social icon links. Property editor. So let's click on this and let's choose icon or social. There we are, social links. So social networks. So at the moment it's already it comes configured with these options. So that's pretty good. So it already loaded up with the starting domain name and things like that. So that's great. We don't need to make any more changes to that. So that's our data type setup. We can save that. And then we can use that as a property on our, so on the home page, we are going to add the footer settings, but we want to create a composition for it. So we'll do footer properties composition. So I've gone to the compositions folder, click on the three dots, composition, and I'm going to call it footer properties. And I'm going to make that be a pink icon as per the convention that I've been following there. And I don't need the description there. And then the tab that I want is just going to be footer. And then the properties that I want to add is footer social links. So enter the social links to display in the footer. And then we're going to look up the new data type that we created. So icon. So it's icon links, social icon links. That's the one we created. The naming is up to you. You can do it however you want. Submit that and save. So we've got that footer properties. let's just go to the home page. We will choose the composition of footer properties, submit and save, and then we'll do a reorder, and we'll just find out what they are. So we've got footer, header, navigation. So we'll move footer to about 80. So I'm going to go back into footer properties, do a reorder, and I'm going to change that to about 80, and then I'm going to change this to 5, just in case we add any other things to the footer. Save that. Now if I go to content, homepage, footer, there we are. We can now add our social links. So let's add them for myself on here. So add item. So you get to choose which social network. So we won't do Facebook, we'll do Twitter. And so the name of it is Twitter. That is the one that basically this is going to be used in conjunction with Font Awesome, and Font Awesome knows it as that name of Twitter. So what I can do is I can just do code share Paul, and then add another item, GitHub, and I'll do PRJ seal, and another item. Is there any more? YouTube. I'm not sure what mine is now. Is it Paul Seal UK? I think. There we are. So let's save and publish that. And then let's go to our settings and we'll build the model for it. So if we go to settings up here, then I can get to the models builder and then I can generate models. So now I've generated models. I ran .NET Watch run earlier. It's asking me, do I want to restart the site? And I've put A for always. Because otherwise you might think that nothing's happening. And that's what it is. So you just make sure you check that. So that's done it. It's reloaded my site, and now that means that I have the models and I can use that in my code. So in the footer, just bear with me a sec. So in the footer we now have a property on the home page. So what we want to do is we're using the Umbraco view page. We basically want to make sure that we've got a reference. Where is it? Navigation. Yeah, we just want to be able to get the home page. So var home page equals Umbraco. Model.ancestor or self, and with the type of home page. So that will get us up to the home page. And then from there, we can use that home page to get the properties. So in here, we can do a wrapper around the UL. Oops. So at if homepage dot footer social links is not equal to null, then we want to loop through them. So we'll move the UL inside of that if. I'm just moving that UL inside the if, and I think go back one and just move that over there. Right, and I'm going to delete the other ones because they're not needed. I don't need to we only need one instance of this, and we'll just make sure it's incorrectly, sorry. So we've got that. So now what we need to do is inside the UL, we need to do an at for each var social link in homepage dot social footer social links. That's the one. And then put that inside the for each. I don't know why my keyboard actions aren't working, but never mind. Move that into there, and then basically just start filling it out. So the link is at social link dot URL. That's that property for it. Then we've got this, how it's all stacked, but the key part here is the Twitter bit. So what we're going to do is just going to replace the network. So we do at sociallink.network, and that will pull through the social network. So that will be Twitter, Facebook, etc. And it's as simple as that, really. So if we save that, we should find that that's worked. We've got an issue here, dereference of possible null reference. So I don't think it will ever be null. The home page should always have a home page, so I'm not too concerned about that. Let's go to the front end of the site. Let's scroll down. There we have it. That was easy. So we've got Twitter, GitHub, and YouTube. And then if we want to, we can just go back to this. We can rearrange them. So we could do GitHub first, Twitter, then YouTube. Refresh that. There we go. GitHub, Twitter, YouTube. Now that was really easy. The next thing we want to do is we just want to put something in the footer. So let's just go to, sorry, when I say put something in the footer, I mean we want to just make this copyright statement a dictionary value. So we can do that as well. So we've got and copy already. So we just want to put this here into the dictionary so that you can change that without having to change the template value or anything like that. And the way we do that is go into translation, and then you've got this dictionary section. If you don't have access to this translation section, you might need to go into your user, click on the user, and then allow it access to that section. But I've got administrators, so if you have a look at administrators group, they've got access to translation. You might just need to add it there. So if we go back into translation, create a dictionary item. So I'm going to call this footer, and then going to create that. And then under that, I'm going to click the dots on that and do a create, and I'm just going to do copyright title, just so it's organized. So create that. So in here now, what we'll just say is just put whatever that was. Copyright your website. Copyright, I'll put Paul Seal. And the year for it and everything like that is already done. The copyright symbol's already done. So all we have to do to get it to use that is just do @Umbraco .get dictionary value, and then whatever it is called. Now what we had there is we had copyright title. I think what I have to do actually is do footer dot, I want to call it like that, footer dot copyright title, so that I know that it's organized in that way. So I'm just going to copy that value, put that in quote marks in here, save that, and then load the front end of the page. And it's there, copyright Paul Seal 2022. So really it's a short video, but it just introduces you to installing the package called Contentment. It introduces you to the dictionary, and it's a really simple one to close off the footer, and then we'll work on more things in the next video, and we'll get into more complex things after this one. But if you want the code for this tutorial, it's all here in PRJ Seal Umbraco-10 tutorial. Every episode I do a release at the end of it, so you've got the code from that starting point if you want. And as of the last episode where we added usync, it's really easy for you to clone it down and install all the document types and everything like that. So even if you've not done any of the episodes before, you can start from any episode from version 7 onwards, and you'll be up to date with everything, with the document types and everything. So yeah, if you do like the video, please click on like and subscribe to my channel, and click on the bell for notifications when the next video is out. And if you did want to say thank you, you could go to codeshare.co.uk/coffee, but you don't have to. Some people want to. Some people write in the comments. It's great. I love seeing comments about what people thought of the video and any ideas for future videos as well. All right, thanks a lot. Take care. Bye.